Hi, my name is Ayman Aitani. I'm a business growth specialist. I'll be talking to you today about how to stand out as an independent retail brand. So, independent retail brand meaning, if you want to sell on Instagram from your home, or if you have a few physical stores and you're looking to sell online. So, I'll be talking about the difference between the large brands, what you can do as a small brand. Also, I'll be talking some tactics about brand awareness versus direct response to get the customers and so on. So what I'll talk about is big brands versus independent brands. So the advantage of the big brands versus you as an independent retailer is that they recognize the name. There's a brand aspect, there's a trust aspect that has to do with years and years and years of advertising promotion that you have not done yet as an independent retail brand. So, and it's usually easier to refer and so on. The problem with, as an independent retail brand depends on how you position yourself. But for those who have first come across you via an ad or something, they are skeptical. Is it high quality? Is it fashionable or not? That part is not clear for them from an independent brand perspective. There are different solutions for you from of how to stand out as an independent brand. The two key aspects is your marketing communication and your assisted selling, and those are the differentiators. We'll talk more about that. So there are key concepts when it comes to marketing. So the brand awareness versus direct response. I'm not talking about the obsession of the right type of color or the right type of post on social media and so on. But that's not the important part. The important part that we're talking about is differentiating when you're trying to sell from when you're trying to build brand. So when you're trying to build brand, and we're looking at what do you stand for as a brand? How do you source your products? What's important for you? What type of fashion or categories do you look at? What's important for you in terms of manufacturing? So there's no buy now call to action. There's no say limited time offer and so on. It's pretty clear that you're actually building brand from that direction. So what you're saying is, this is what we stand for as a brand. This is how we source our material. This is our team. This is how we package and send the stuff to you, and so on. So that's on the brand awareness side. When we look at the direct response side, so the direct response is different. The response is actually you're going in for the sale. Buy now, sale, contact me, send me a message, learn more, shop, send them to your shop, you send them to your Instagram DM or your WhatsApp DM, and so on. So there's a difference between the brand and the direct response. And it's important that when you're going for direct response, ask. Don't be shy about asking for the sale and the discount and the buy and the shop now. But when you're building brand, don't mix that up. So when you're building brand, you're building brand. So don't mix up the two calls to action. So that's one key aspect. The other part related to, yes, your budgeting. How do you structure your budget? There are different schools of thought on this. I'm more pro not exceeding 20% on brand awareness, because independent brands tend to have small ad budgets. So when you have a small ad budget, you need to be careful what you're doing and how you're spending the money. So having 20% on brand awareness, that helps, but not more than that. The rest to be on direct response. Now, the assisted selling is a separate differentiator. The assisted selling as a differentiator is it's the online replica of a good offline experience. We've all had an experience where we walk into a physical store, walk into an actual store, and there's somebody there who's good at helping us. So they understand who you are. You ask them a couple of things, they ask a couple of things, and they direct you to certain products, and they ask you, is it present, is this yours, and so on. And they assist you throughout all of this process, and you end up buying a couple of things with their assistance and guidance, and probably more than if you had nobody to help you or somebody who's helping you quite poorly. So the digital equivalent of this can be your differentiator as an independent brand. So when somebody reaches out to you, ask the question, is this yours? What size do you usually wear? What are styles that you like? And things like this that you can help them. This way you would go through your portfolio of products, your archive, inventory, whatever it is, and you send back to them different options based on the feedback that they give. On a personal note, there's an independent bookstore that I used to like to buy from. And every now and then I come in and I ask for books for my kids. Every time I ask me the same question. How old are your kids? Is it a boy or a girl, and so on. I've bought from you many times. If you scroll up in the same discussion, you see my questions. Ideally, I'd want them to say, "All right, for your for this year's for your 10-year-old, you do this. For your 8-year-old, you do that. You got this in the past, you might need this, and so on." So that type of assisted thing will definitely get me to spend more time with them and spend more money with them versus other channels. So that assisted selling aspect can definitely lead to a higher basket size. It definitely help if you're able to play a practical role in it. Facebook Shops was launched in May of this year, called Triggered. Mark Zuckerberg himself is leading on the deployment of Facebook Shop. And when I say Facebook, it's across Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. So you create store there, and it's available across these different channels. So that part is important when it comes to listing your products, your pricing. It's hosted within the social network. So whatever ads you're running on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever posts you do, those are led directly from within the social network itself. They don't need to go to your website. So it's a great way to start, especially that a lot of the activity and the awareness about your brand comes through from social. So having that Facebook shop presence will definitely help, especially that there are different uses for how you can use Facebook, Instagram shops. So discovery, getting people to know who you are and what you're selling and so on. The second part is consideration. Do I buy from you? Not, is this my style or not? Is this with my budget and price range? And then the checkout, and they're ready to buy, they can go ahead and check out. But in the back end, we don't have that yet within Facebook Shops, but that will come. Eventually, you can tie it into your shopping and logistics. So somebody buys, it goes straight to your logistics provider, and you can also help with the customer support part. So that's why it's a combination of these aspects of discovery, consideration, checkout, logistics, and customer support. Another incentive to stay within Facebook's environment, so Instagram and Facebook's environment, is when people stay within that network, they have a higher chance of buying from you because you're not asking them to leave to go to another website. So we're reducing friction. There's an aspect called collections that can help categorize in a visual way the different types of products that you have. And also in Facebook Shops, as you would on Shopify and other websites as well, that spend time to properly write the description, probably choose the images and the videos of the different aspects of your products. So as a recap, as an independent brand, your opportunity lies in your marketing and the assisted selling. So marketing part, there's a combination of brand awareness, where you're telling people about your brand, what you stand for, how you fulfill products, how you choose them, what designers you work with, and how you pay attention to shipping and customer support. That's brand. There's no sales ask there. And then you have the direct response, which is selling. 20% off, buy now, buy this collection. So it's a direct sell. That's one aspect of the marketing. Then you have the second part, which is the assisted selling. Assisted selling is when it's the online equivalent of helping somebody who walked into your virtual store. So you walk into the store, you understand who they are, what they're looking for, are they buying for themselves or somebody else, what side they're interested in, and you start to suggest and recommend things based on that, and based on that behavior to decide on what comes next with that. So that summarizes how to stand out as an independent retail brand. And if you have any questions at any point in time, DM me on Instagram or send out an email. I'd be happy to answer questions related to business growth, whether it's for retail or for something else. Thank you.